Hello, Eurovision friends. Thank you so much for coming to my channel, Eurovision Histories. I have not said this sentence for quite a long time. So if you clicked on the video, if you are watching right now, thank you so much for giving me another chance, so to speak. I was gone for a very long time, even though I promised you to help you through the post-Eurovision depression, and I kind of didn't. I'm sorry about that. And in this video, I want to tell you why that happened, why I was off for quite a long time. But then I also want to get into the positive things, the reasons to get excited about Eurovision 2025. There are quite a few, I think, things to get excited about, and I want to talk about that. But first of all, quickly, I wanted to explain what happened. I love Eurovision, as you know. I love music, I love different languages, different cultures, and Eurovision always brought that together for me. The Eurovision spirit is something that I really, really love and that I turn to a lot in times where I'm not that well or where the real world is kind of depressing me. And 2024 just felt kind of exhausting to me, especially during the final and the day of the final, where so many things that I don't like about the real world entered the Eurovision bubble. Misinformation, disinformation on social media, people running with rumors that were unconfirmed. No one had the information yet, and people were sure what had happened. A lot of hatred and just ill feeling about other participants, things that apparently happened, but nobody knew what exactly had happened. And I found that very exhausting and kind of against the Eurovision spirit as well. And that is why I haven't actually seen the 2024 final again. Usually I rewatch it a few times, as probably you do, but I just felt exhausted by it all and I needed a break, and I took a break. And then it kind of gets harder and harder to restart the more of a break you took. I always think of Adele, who said at the Grammys, I think, it needed a team of people to make me willing again. I did not have that, but yeah, life got in the way, and so I'm back now. I really do want to make videos about Eurovision 2025. However, I will be thinking about how to do that to help the Eurovision spirit come alive, to be as positive as possible, not to be too negative about things, and especially not to help rumors spread that have no basis in reality. So I hope I can do that. I will tell you my honest opinion about songs, but in the most positive way I can. I think I did that last year as well, as good as I can, but after everything that happened in 2024, I want to focus on that even more. So thank you for joining again. Thank you for coming back. And I hope we have a great season 2025. So let's get right into why I think the season could be quite cool. First of all, we have 36 confirmed countries already. And after the kind of disaster that was 2024, I was a bit scared that Eurovision might be in decline and more countries might be withdrawing. There are financial issues in a lot of countries as well. So seeing these 36 countries confirmed, and one of them is a returning country, I'm going to talk about that in a minute, was actually very positive. We just need one more confirmation and we already have the number from last year, and it looks good that we get at least one more confirmation. So I'm very happy about that. We will get at least 36 new songs, which is really, really cool. And then we have a few maybes. Armenia and Moldova participated last year. I'm quite sure that they will be on the list of participants. So we might actually get to 38, which is one more than we had last year, which is really cool. North Macedonia, I read there are no confirmations yet, but they might actually be returning next year. It hasn't, I mean, it looks a bit less likely now, as I've seen, but it's not out of the question yet. Romania, same thing. They haven't decided yet. I'm a bit less sure about that, but we shall see. I haven't given up hope with Monaco yet. They have a TV station now that is in the EBU, and maybe the good result for Luxembourg last year, this 2024 edition, might convince them to actually send a song and present themselves on a European stage. And also for Bulgaria, at least I haven't seen any confirmation or non-confirmation. So I am still a teeny tiny bit hopeful, but I do think that that's the least likely of these 6 to actually return. So we will have a bunch of countries participating, and that's really, really cool. And then another reason I really got excited about Eurovision 2025 is my own country and our pre-selection. If you've been to this channel a few times, you know that I was quite disappointed quite a few times in the last couple of years due to the very bad result, and in a way also the subpar songs Germany sent to Eurovision. And I do think there is more good music in this country than the last couple of years at Eurovision suggest. And so I'm very happy that this man is back, Stefan Raab. You can see that he's gotten a bit older, as have I, since 2010, when he helped us win Eurovision for the first time in my lifetime with Lena. And that is also the main reason why I am quite excited, because the setup of the pre-selection is quite similar to 2010. When he found Lena and we won Eurovision, and every single time Stefan Raab has been involved in the German pre-selection, we achieved a top 10 result. So I'm quite hopeful for this year. He has gotten a bit older, and the one show that he already has on television is not doing that well. So maybe he has lost the spark a little bit, so to speak. But I'm still hopeful for Eurovision. There will be a cooperation between the private channel RTL and the public channel NDR, which I have criticized in the past quite a bit for the selection methods. There will be 4 primetime shows. The German pre-selection had been at 10 o'clock in the evening, where not a lot of people watch. And now there will be 4 primetime shows, 3 of them on the private channel, 1 of them, the final, in ARD, the main public channel. So there will be a lot of interest that will be generated, I think, for this selection. Musicians, established and new, will be interested to participate in the pre-selection because they will have a lot more exposure because they're on a private channel, on a public channel. So there's a lot to be hopeful about. We shall see. I'm a bit skeptical in some ways, maybe because of the last couple of years and how Germany has done. But overall, I am really excited to see how this turns out, who will be participating, and who our entry for 2025 will be. And the set aim of all of this is to win Eurovision. And if Stefan Raab sets his mind to something, he sometimes, or a lot of the time, achieves it. So quite excited about that. And then I was very excited to learn about this. Montenegro is back. If you've been to this channel, you know I love that region of Europe. I love that language family as well. I'm learning the language at the moment. So quite excited to have a few more songs, I hope, in that language. I think there are some English songs as well in the pre-selection, because Montenegro is not just sending some internally selected artists to keep the cost low. No, they actually have a big pre-selection program, which will happen in 2 weeks. The songs were released today. I will listen to them and maybe do a ranking video as well. I'm hopeful that there are some good ones, and some in Montenegrin as well, which I will be quite excited about. So that really got me excited about Eurovision, apart from the news from Germany as well. I'm also excited to see what happens in Serbia and Croatia, all of these countries, and maybe North Macedonia is coming back. So quite excited about that as well. Then the Netherlands is returning. This was very much in doubt after the drama of the day of the final this year, 2024. They were very unhappy to be disqualified, obviously, from the final. And it was just very unsure whether they would be returning. They seem to be happy with the changes that have been made at the EBU, which is another reason to get a bit excited about Eurovision 2025, to see whether these changes can help make the contest more professional and run more smoothly than it did this year. Anyway, the Netherlands are back, very happy about that. And I'm also sorry for the fans of him, but I'm a bit happy that Joost Klein isn't returning, because this will make it easier to turn the page on all of the ill feeling of the last year. If he had returned, I think that would have been transferred, so to speak, to 2025. And now we have a chance to turn the page with another artist. I've seen that Anouk might be returning, Dove Bob might be returning. So maybe the disqualification last year can lead to something positive this year with a great artist representing the Netherlands and probably doing quite well in 2025. Then it's Australia's 10th participation. They also confirmed their participation. It is also the 50th anniversary of SBS, the broadcaster that organizes and broadcasts Eurovision in Australia. And that might also be a reason to get excited that some big names might want to represent Australia during their anniversary. I saw that Guy Sebastian is being talked about, but nothing has been confirmed yet. And last but not least, I'm quite excited about Switzerland hosting this year's edition. I think they have a lot of know-how and professionalism to do this. And one thing that I'm kind of secretly excited about is the very small, but still it's there, possibility that the 1988 winner Celine Dion might be there to perform a song. She performed at the Olympics this year, which was, I've listened to that performance I think 400 times now. I really am so happy that she was able to return, perform this song, and maybe the stage in Basel will also see her. But I think Switzerland has a lot of know-how and professionalism, how to do television. And they also have the money, I think, to do this, to offer us a very exciting show in 2025. These are the reasons why I'm excited right this moment about Eurovision. Let me know in the comments what makes you excited about Eurovision 2025. And also let me know which kinds of videos you want to see on this channel going forward. Thank you so much. Again, thank you for returning, and I'll see you very soon for the next video. Bye-bye.